Hey guys, I just wanted to show you something that I got off of Craigslist a few months back. It is a Roland duo voice combo piano. It sounds nothing like a piano at all. It's a pretty interesting little thing. I got it for super cheap, so I couldn't turn it down. But I hardly saw any information online about it, so I kind of wanted to walk you guys through some of the features and show you what it can do and what it's not good at, I suppose. It is definitely not a synth like the Juno or Jupiter. However, it does run on VCOs. It's got two oscillators in it. Across the board, you have tunable knobs here. Both one right there, right there. You've got a line output, monitor output for the crappy speaker. Level for the arpeggio. The arpeggiator is probably the strength of this thing. From there, from the arpeggiator, you've got the tone, basically the octave, the feet, the octave in which you want to play. It's got a decay time for the decay of the notes. You have no attack, so it does have a sustain pedal. You have a balance between the two oscillators, volume balance, and then you've got a graphic equalizer. So you can tune it. You can then change the decay time. You've got 3 wave shapes for each oscillator and 2 octaves for the first one. So to bring in the second oscillator, or channel B, you just want to bring that in like that. It's just a simple slider. Then you've got 3 different tones for that second oscillator. And you've got the 16 foot, 8 foot, and then 5 1/3 foot. So anyway, how I found that it's somewhat useful is you can EQ both, or you can bypass. But if you turn that on, you can play with the EQ a bit, and the arpeggiator is pretty cool. And you've got all sorts of different variations. So anyway, that's a whole bunch of insanity. You've got 4 different variations for the lower arpeggio. You've got a rate, which can go stupidly fast. And it can go very slow. Anyway, this was meant to be synced up through DynSync. It doesn't have MIDI. DynSync was basically the leading up to point for MIDI, which they kept the style cable, but if you were to hook this up to MIDI, it would definitely fry something. So it's an interesting find. It has the strength, which is detunable oscillators that you can run through an arpeggio that has all sorts of variations. It can be synced up to different MIDI devices, but you have to buy a converter box. Essentially, basically, it goes from DynSync and gets converted into a MIDI clock, and then you could sync it up. It's an interesting piece. I hope this was informative. Take care.